Welcome back to Majora's Mask. In the last part, we did the first half of Stone Tower Temple, and in this part, we're going to be backtracking to Clock Town to get an item that's going to help us through there. But first, we're going to need some money, so I'm going to pause the video and go get some. We need 200 rupees for this. Okay, we've got the 200 rupees necessary for what we're going to do next. So now we're just gonna have to wait for it to be 10 o'clock, which since I have time running normally, that should only take a few seconds, so I'll just pause till then. Okay, it's almost 10 o'clock now, so we're just going to slow time back down before I forget, and then we're gonna head into the milk bar. Gonna need the Romani's mask to get in, of course, so if you don't have that yet, don't bother with this. Oh, I didn't mean to hit speak to him. You only have to push A once, I guess. He just tells you about how Milk Road is blocked. But we already dealt with that on a past day, so we're gonna buy the Chateau milk. It improves your stamina. What that means is it gives you infinite magic for the rest of the 3-day cycle. And what that means is it's one of the most ridiculously broken items in this game if you know how to use it. Especially when you have the light arrows. Mainly it's just for the light arrows. I guess for other arrows, but... why would you use any other arrow when you have this thing? If you notice, the shield kind of glows purple in here. I'm not sure why that is. Anyway. I'm gonna head back to the tower now because this part's too short just coming here and getting milk, so we're gonna make a little bit of progression to the tower this time. Very good idea to come get some of that milk for this tower because pretty much you're going to be using these light arrows all the time here. Another good idea is if you break these pots, they'll have the usual refill near an owl statue as always. And I'm actually going to grab a fairy from these. One thing I forgot to mention is you shouldn't really bother with the Great Fairy's Mask in Stone Tower Temple because almost all the fairies are in chests. Alright, so what we want to do here is not that one. We're going to want to pull out the middle block, whichever one that is. It's this one. And there is the infamous Link statue once again. Can I even hit this thing from here? In the 3DS version, this was put up above... oh, yeah, I can definitely hit this from here. In the 3DS version, it was up above the entrance instead of down there. Why isn't it working? There we go. No need to worry about... and you're supposed to activate it over here because, as you can see, he just sort of falls onto this part down here, whereas in the other areas he kind of just dies. Okay, not really, but, you know. Anyway, let's head back into the Upside Down Temple now. As you might notice, there are Triforces on these blocks, which lead a lot of people to believe that Stone Tower and the Goddesses of Hyrule were connected, but since I don't really believe that because I think the Triforces must have been a mistake or something because they were all removed from this area in the 3DS version. Music changes a little bit here, but it's still pretty cool. As you can see, that face in the middle sort of resembles Majora's Mask. A lot of people think this is where the Happy Mask salesman actually found the mask. There's Stray Fairy number 8. can go through here, but I think it's going to be blocked. Well, it sort of is, but... Oh wait, it's the other side we can't go to yet. Never mind, this is where we're supposed to go. So go through the door on the right side this time and shoot that sun face there with the light arrows. And this room was filled with water last time, but now it's upside down and the air is falling upwards. I don't really get how this place works, but we're just gonna kind of go with it. Fly up here. Here we have yet another switch. I believe this one is permanent though, so just push it and that flame will go out. Never mind, just like any other switch in this place, you gotta play the Elegy of Emptiness. Don't really see why it's even necessary for this switch. Usually it's just used to hold down multiple switches. How do I keep forgetting this song? You have to play it like every 5 minutes here. Oh well. I guarantee whoever's playing won't forget this song. This is one of these... Well, usually they're called Helmosaurs, but they're called hip loops in this game, okay. Hey, I finally remembered that enemy's name. But basically, they're Helmosaurs. Just take their masks off and slash them. So basically, like, this was the bridge we walked across to get to that room with the black bows and the mirrors last time. So it's pretty cool how Temple's just upside down. There's not a whole bunch, you're not going through different rooms. It doesn't just open one door. It's like you're going through the same rooms again, except they're upside down. If you remember right, up here we made this chest appear with it. Ouch. That looked like it hurt. Oh well, it's a video game. We made this chest appear last time with that switch above us, which was underwater, and it's got a stray fairy in it. Over there, there's nothing yet. Gotta go through this way, which is that underground passage with the Dexy hand last time. Now, you can see the Dexy hand's still there, so you can jump down. It'll shake you around, you'll get a whole bunch of rupees, and then it'll throw you back to safety. What a nice enemy. This is the switch that you don't have to use the Elegy of Emptiness on. Great, this jerk respawns. I'm just gonna wait for him to turn around and shoot him with one of these things. Never mind. Just gonna do it the actual way. I always like to do the right side up during the day and upside down at night. Just sort of gives a little more contrast between the two of them. But it tends to be nighttime by this point anyway, so really no big deal. If I'm not mistaken, that sun switch that we hit made that upside down chest appear, so we'll have to come back for it if we ever turn the tower right side up again. Which we will. I believe there's 3 chests, all of which contain stray fairies that appear upside down that we have to come back for. And in here we have another... Oh no, wait, this isn't the mini-boss. The mini-boss is the room after this. This is a pretty cool room. This is one of the more famous rooms in Stone Tower. So what you gotta do here is, as you can see, you can't get up that way, it's too high, and there's lava on the ceiling. So what we gotta do is turn this room upside down. I'm gonna have to use the Goron form for this. Roll up to this island. Shoot the switch again. I don't think this is turning the whole temple upside down. I think this one is just the one room. And this is just another puzzle room, so we're going to do this one, and then the mini box is in the next room, so we'll play it each time. Don't really need the magic, but the arrow refill is always helpful. Those guys will infinitely respawn because we need both magic and arrows to get through this room. So this is kind of a complicated puzzle. You gotta grab this... Actually, you can't move this box at first. What you gotta do is turn this room upside down. There's a switch behind you too, by the way. See, there's two of them. And we have to pull it backwards. Until it's below that higher section on the ceiling, so I think about here. We're aiming to get it to that purple thing, by the way. This puzzle's not really complicated, but it's cool. I like it. Be sure you're not underneath that block because it kills you. Not like instant game over kills you, but like sends you back to the entrance and resets the puzzle type of kills you. See, I'd be like out of magic like 5 times by now, so that's what the arrows are for. If you can see, like the arrows there, they sort of rotate too. I've never noticed that before. There we go. That'll open up the door, and that'll also be our jump point up to the door. Oh. Yeah, this is just Wizrobe again, but he's for next time, so see you then.